Hooters, the American institution of dining and entertainment, is preparing to file for bankruptcy.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't even know what this country is anymore.
I've never heard you this speechless.
Without Hooters?
I just got my godson and his brothers a gift card.
From Hooters.
Yeah, for Christmas.
What a great gift, Mike. You are a great gift giver.
See, Ian Finance could learn.
Ian Fight is a terrible gift giver. Mike, one of the best of all time.
Can you imagine if Ian gave your son a Hooters gift card instead of a hat?
No, yes, my son would be so much happier. A bucket hat? Hooters gift cards.
Yeah.
You know what Mike gave me? Dunkin' gift cards and Faygo. It was the best day of my and a George Kittle T-shirt.
Can I tell you something?
It was the best day of my life.
Mike might be the best gift giver I've ever known.
He's goated.
Sent Travis to a ball game.
He sent me to a ball game.
He's goated for sure.
Every time I think Mike's going to give a gag gift.
And we always go, oh, Mike got us. He's going to do
great.
something that he thinks is funny. And then he gives us something that's really nice and thoughtful.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh.
Mike rules.
He's a good dude. I forgot. I forget because of his devil may care sense of humor.
And all those movies he's seen that I haven't.
Well, I'm a cinephile.
So Hooters prepares to file for bankruptcy. Wait till you hear this. Amid declining foot traffic is what the report says, which I can't believe. I don't remember. Actually, I do remember. I do remember the last time I walked by a Hooters or drove by a Hooters and didn't go in. And Hot Dog was annoyed by it because it was in Indianapolis. Okay? And I had been invited by multiple parties to go to the best steakhouse, the one that's been there, St. Elmo's Fire in Indianapolis. Huh?
Ruth's Chris.
Nope, that's not. Nope. St. Elmo's Fire. It's been there since the early 1900s. I've talked about it before on the show. It's like the place to be. I was invited by 2 different parties to go.
That sounds like you're just bragging.
I am. Wait till you hear this. When I went there, I was hobnobbing with all of these important people, that were there for the weekend. All the wrestlers that I saw that I was hanging out with. You would have freaked out just waiting for our table. Me and Paul Walter Hauser chumming it up. Like best buds. I mean, we were just giggling and everything.
Burnside's on that, man.
I mean, it was the funnest. This is the place to be, this St. Elmo's Fire.
And someone was sulking?
I was sulking.
Oh, you were sulking?
Yes.
Oh.
Because I don't need big social gatherings.
You definitely don't need steak.
I don't need big steakhouses.
With the one chicken dish for you.
I go to the chicken dish. What do you think I'm going to get? Hot Dog and I, on the way to St. Elmo's Fire, walked by the Hooters in downtown Indianapolis. And I'm like, dude, we got to just blow it off.
Line out the door?
No. It would have been an easy sit down. And I'm like, Hot Dog, we just had a great live podcast. We got to blow everybody off. We got to just go to Hooters. And he's like, Sam, we're invited to the good restaurant.
Of course.
We got to go to the good restaurant. I go, we got to blow it off and just go to Hooters.
Because he wants to see who's there.
He was already annoyed that I drove him 15 minutes out of the way to go to a Chili's for lunch that day. And now we walk by the Hooters. I go, please, let's blow off St. Elmo's Fire. We'll tell everybody that, something came up and we'll just go to the Hooters. But he wouldn't go.
Does he know that it's delightfully tacky?
I told him. It's delightfully tacky in there. You don't know what you're missing. You have no idea, by the way. I have taken multiple people to their first Hooters.
No, I know. Hooters is legit your spot.
I fucking love Hooters, okay? I took a British man to Hooters for the first time, and this is a handsome, classy British guy.
Michael Caine.
He was like a young Michael Caine. And we're in Orlando, working. And he goes what are you doing for lunch? And I mean, this is a guy he's in great shape. His clothes fit him nice. This is a British guy. Handsome. All right.
Yeah, we got it.
This is Tegan, what's his name? Egerton?
Taron Egerton?
Taron Egerton, handsome.
Impossible.
Okay? I'm not kidding.
Okay. Timothy Chalamet?
Timothy Chalamet's New York handsome. That's a different deal.
Okay. He's rugged. But
he rules. Exactly. He's soft, rugged. He can pull off anything in this Timmy show. He's incredible. Isn't he incredible?
Yeah, he's the best.
He's the best.
Can you imagine if Timothy Chalamet and Luigi Mangione got together?
I'd say, guys, we got to go to Hooters. You're going to love it. Trust me.
You wouldn't have to convince them.
No. He goes, "Where are you getting anything for lunch?" I go, I don't know. Because in my head, I'm like, well, there's a Hooters right by the airport, and that's where we're staying.
In your head, you already know what you want.
I was like, I want to go to Hooters. I'm like, would you have you been to the Hooters over here? And he's like, I've never been to a Hooters anywhere.
Oh.
A Hooters.
A Hooters.
I've never been to a Hooters anywhere. I go, all right, seal deal, done. Get in my rental car. That's exactly where we're going immediately. And he had the greatest time ever. I went to San Diego. You know what I did? This is a true story. I was in San Diego, right? And I was taking like a red eye, but I was all wrapped up at like 5 p.m. I was going to get to the airport around 6. My flight wasn't until like 9. You know I don't like to go to the airport early.
No, you hate it.
Hate
It's
it.
frustrating.
It feels like they got me. It feels
No,
like
it's frustrating to me.
Oh.
Not to you.
Oh. I actively hate being at the airport early. And so I go, maybe I'll just tool around. Maybe there'll be a good restaurant or something. And then I go, wait a minute. And like 5 minutes away from the rental car return, I just randomly put into my Waze app, Hooters, San Diego. And there was one 20 minutes away. Guess what I did?
You went to Hooters.
100%.
By yourself?
I had a coworker with me who was giving a ride to the airport, and I informed him we'd be going to Hooters. He also had never been to a Hooters. It was delightfully tacky when we got there. It was so great, okay? And it's not just like, oh, what is it, like a minor, like a strip. I know. When I said minor, I was like, let me start the sentence
What
again.
Is it? Just a bunch of minors?
Yeah, let me start the sentence again. No, it's like a PG version of a strip club. No, that's not what it is at all, okay? It is great food.
I mean, the wings are delicious.
The wings are great. The strips are great. The sauces are all great. The cheese sauce on the curly fries is incredible.
Oh, I forgot about the curly fries.
And the waitresses have a flirtatious vibe. And it just makes
I think she wants to come home with me.
Exactly. It's escapism. And it makes for a tremendous experience. Mike, have you been to a Hooters?
Of course.
What do you think?
I love the fried pickles.
It's so great. Everything's great there.
I do love, there used to be, is it still the one on like 34th?
I think that one's still there because the one on 59th-ish.
Oh, that's been gone forever, right?
Yeah, but that was a great one.
The one on 34th I used to love, like we would go there and you would see families, and you know who suggested going.
Of course.
But
Dude.
they've got like, they all have their suitcases. Like they literally got off a train at Penn Station.
It was my favorite thing. In Orlando, there's the first restaurant as you're leaving the airport is the Hooters. Like it's a whole strip of fast casual, but the first restaurant you see is the Hooters. And my favorite thing was that exact scenario, and still is, going to Orlando, going into the Hooters, because for me, my hotel happens to be inside the airport.
That's a resort.
It's a great resort. It's a beautiful scenario. So my whole thing was, and the rental car place is in the airport as well. It's not, you don't have to take a shuttle there.
But sometimes you like to go off the reservation.
Well, this is what I do. I go, get off the plane, check into the hotel, leave my bags there, then leave the hotel and walk to the rental car place, which people take that for granted, but no place else can you do that. You always take your bags to the rental car place. In Orlando, you could check into the hotel, drop the bags off, then go to a rental. You know how
I guess you're right. Yeah, because
it is. You have no idea what an experience it is to go to a rental car place with no bags. It's awesome.
Does it almost feel like cheating?
It's completely cheating because then you return the rental car before you check out of the hotel.
Yeah.
So you turn, and what you do, you pull out of the hotel and you just drive around the airport to go to the rental car, and then you walk back to the hotel and chill for a bit. But you go to the hotel, you check in, you put your bags away, you walk to the rental car place, you go to the rental car place, instead of just driving around and going to the hotel, you veer off, you go to the Hooters. This is, I mean, it's the best way. It's the best way to go. But what you see when you get there is everybody who's flown into Orlando with their families, and they do that exact same thing. They bring their bags because they can't leave them in the car. Who knows? They bring their bags and their families into the Hooters. So before they've checked into the hotel,
they're at Hooters.
They gotta get Hooters, and these kids are just trying to go to Disney World. But I mean, it's great, Danielle.
Hang on, son.
Yeah. Hang on. We can't go on an empty stomach. We can't check into a hotel on an empty stomach. Check-in's not till 4. It's 3:55. Better stop for lunch. Danielle, have you ever been to a Hooters?
I have not.
It's delightfully tacky. You got to go.
I want to go, but are they like gone yet, or like? Not
Well,
yet?
look, declaring for bankruptcy does not mean out of business.
That's just financial protection.
It's financial protection so that you can rebuild without having to pay all your debtors back. So they're not done. But you're in Jersey. There's Hooters in Jersey.
Not many, I will say.
Is
Like,
there
you
no
don't
Hooters
pass
in-
them? I don't know. Like, it's very much not a common thing in Jersey.
It is.
But
Generationally, I could see.
Hooters of Somerset, shout out.
There
There's
used
a
to be
summer
on Route 17 in Paramus. There used to be one.
It really, and that's a shame. We've lost the era of it being a colloquial thing to be like, hey, you guys want to go to Hooters? People look at you funny when you say that. Trust me. They look at me funny when I say that.
There's still one in East Brunswick as well, right on 18.
All right.
East Brunswick.
I'll let you know what my friends say when I bring it up.
Suggest it.
I will. No, I really need to experience it.
And tell them, there's a great gift shop.
Oh.
Gift shop.
There's a great gift shop. The waitresses will be nice to you because you're not their kind of weird creepers that hang out at Hooters every day.
Oh, they'll be so happy to see
They
you.
love that. And the food is excellent. Excellent. And the soft drinks are free refills,
Wow.
which is huge for me. Chili's does that too. That's a huge plus for me.
Yeah, I love a tacky dining experience.
It's delightfully tacky.
And it's not a thing anymore.
No, it's not.
know?
It's not. And that's what really bums me out.
There's no more Hooters in Manhattan.
The 34th Street one closed.
Yeah, it's gone. Closest one is in Queens, then
Ugh.
Long Island,
They're not in Westchester.
then New Jersey.
I would love to open one in Westchester.
There's a lot of Hooters in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess
Princeton,
not my area.
East
but-
Brunswick. Well, a lot. I mean, like 5.
Comparatively speaking.
Mhm.
Flemington.
We celebrate fried foods and large breasts in the Garden State.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, maybe I've changed my tune on New Jersey after all these years.
Well, too little, too late, Sam.
Look, whatever we've got to do, we have to save Hooters. Understand that that's where we're at right now. And it's what's really uplifting. I posted a video last night on Instagram where I talked about that this had been stressing me out all weekend. First of all, when I said I know it's a weird time in America right now in this country, and there's a lot of bad news everywhere that I try not to get involved with. The people who responded, it's a weird time. You mean it's a great time? It's like I hope I didn't trigger you. Were you triggered?
I was really just trying to talk about Hooters.
I was trying to talk about Hooters, dude. You got triggered. But the amount of people who in the comments were talking about how much they liked the food, I found that to be very uplifting.
The food is not bad.
What are you talking about? It's not bad. It's fantastic. It's so good. And there's so many options, Danielle. You have no idea.
Well, it's not like a cheesecake factory.
Well, it's not. It doesn't have as many options as Cheesecake Factory. Travis is right about that. But it still has a lot more options than you would think.
Oh, I see. The woke left are at it again.
Well, I think that is saying that the woke left are trying to take Hooters away from us.
Okay.
Because some people think that it's the body positive movement, Now this one I like that says call Elon. We need to get Hooters back. Elon may be able to get it done. Elon's gotten a lot of crazy shit done already.
Now they're blaming a decline in foot traffic.
That's what they said.
I thought foot traffic was up because of congestion pricing.
That's weird. Well, they need to put Hooters. And by the way, I drove into the city on Saturday.
Go ahead.
Exactly the same experience
That's
I've ever
weird.
had driving into the city any Saturday.
Not according to Hot Dog.
It's exactly the same. Hot dog, just like a lot of pro congestion pricing people are actually liars.
Oh, they all have their heads in the sand.
Right, they're lying.
Yeah.
You have one coming in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
KFC.
Yep. Big fan.
Look at Six Crow. It was my birthday every time I went to Hooters.
Even if it wasn't on your birthday.
It'd still be your birthday. I mean, it still is. It still is the best. And I think what we really have to do is not talk about Hooters in the past tense.
Yeah.
Talk about it actively, presently, and with spirit.
Like you don't mourn somebody that's not passed yet.
No.
You celebrate their life.
And it's like it's stage 4, buddy. No, it ain't. Nothing's over. This is Rocky, okay? Because we can't have establishments like this. You got to have wacky dining experiences. And by the way,
That's why I love Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel's great.
Which I've also never been to.
Oh, you got to go to a Cracker Barrel. The portions that you can get for next to nothing are incredible.
Yeah, the youth don't know about these things, guys.
If
No,
they're-
you're missing out.
If they're going to shut down one chain, it should be the one where they insult you. That's stupid.
The one where they insult.
You know, when you go in and like the whole theme of the restaurant is that the servers like make fun of you.
I think that's just where you go.
Oh, it's called Applebee's. Then they changed the name to Fridays. No, I think it's.
I think people just don't like your wrestling takes.
Yeah, I walk in. I go, we'll have a table for 4. Also, the Rock segment on SmackDown was actually good.
They're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Dick's Last Resort is what I'm thinking of.
Dick's Last Resort?
They fucking forget about them.
I was going to suggest Hula Hands, but all right.
We already got rid of Bennigan's, unfortunately.
Oh, Bennigan's.
No, it's Dick's
Last Resort?
Dick's Last Resort.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of.
All right.
Oh, we lost. I might have hung up on Phil by mistake, but he was asking about ranch or blue cheese. People, it's very, again, maybe this is why I get insulted in restaurants. It's a controversial take, ranch every day.
I mean, people are going to hate me, but I agree. I just don't like blue cheese.
I don't like blue cheese, and I mean, dipping a wing in a big thing of ranch is incredible.
Yeah.
Say what you want. And especially you Buffalo, New York people, relax. We taking it from you. Nobody thinks about Buffalo, New York. There are more people who think about Buffalo the animal than think about Buffalo, New York when they think about buffalo wings. Okay?
Nobody.
When Hooters says they are preparing to file for bankruptcy, does this mean like they're warming up their voice? Because isn't that how you do it? I declare
Yeah, no.
bankruptcy.
That's not how, although that has been on television, that's not how it's done.
Well, I don't know. I know a paper company where the guy did it that way. You know what I like?
What?
She doesn't get every single reference, but Danielle will pop at every Office reference.
Oh, yeah, everyone.
I do. It's true.
I get Travis with the Simpsons references and Danielle with the Office references, and it makes me happy.